Linda would say, I am back, Sapper's back. Of course, I can't sing as well as he can, so that's all you get out of me. But I'm still in my commuter chat phase, so I did have another thing I wanted to bring up, and maybe this could be a collaboration. I'll try to think of some channels to tag at the end. But as I sit in traffic, which is actually getting better now, I want to ask folks, how far do you commute for work if you work off the homestead? Is it worth it? And if you don't commute to work and you work on the homestead, how much traveling do you still have to do? Because one of the channels, and I'm going to tag you, Bill, Stony Creek Heritage Farm, because he works on his homestead, but I'm sure he has to do travel to pick up supplies, to do things like that. So I commute basically 50 miles one way to work almost every day of the work week. I do get to work from home one day a week. Some weeks I'll take days off, but basically 4 days a week I commute 100 miles to and from work. My morning commute's about an hour, 15 minutes. My afternoon commute can be anywhere from 2 hours to 3 hours, depending on the traffic, if there's an accident, if there's bad weather. And, you know, do I think it's worth it? When I'm in it, I question it sometimes, but I would say yes, it's worth it to me as an individual, because I lived in the district for a while, right outside the district in Arlington, and then in Falls Church, Virginia for a while, which are only a few minutes outside of where I work in DC. And it's beautiful there. I love the district. I love working there. I love the culture in the community. One of the reasons I accepted a promotion to my job where I work at now was I knew culturally, next to, New York City, there's no place like DC. And, DC may even be on equal footings as far as diversity and culture. And, I wanted my family to be exposed to that, as much as I could tolerate. So we lived right outside the district, and I could commute to work 5-10 minute drive, or half hour metro bus ride in, and we enjoyed that. But with small kids and just me as an individual, I've lived in cities for a while. I lived in Pittsburgh and North Oakland, and it's okay, but I was never that comfortable in it. And when me and my wife got married, we had small kids. SK1 was a few years old, and then we had SK2, and I just knew we needed room, and I wanted a different type of environment to raise them up. So we started looking at homes, and we knew we wanted a home with some acreage, at least a couple of acres. There are some properties we looked at that were 10 acres plus, but we weren't happy with the home. So, for us, we knew we were going to have a commute, and, we weighed, the cost, pros and cons, time and commute versus, peace of mind and ability to grow the way we wanted to grow, from a food standpoint. So, we're happy with our commute. I say I'm happy with my commute because of what it affords us. The property I have, I couldn't afford if I wanted to live in DC. That property would have been $1 million plus if I bought the same amount of land, and home in DC. There are homes in DC that are, 16th of an acre or a townhouse, and it's selling for, $500,000, $1 million, and I knew I couldn't do that, and I didn't want my family to live like that. I don't want to, step off off my front door and, have to say hi to my neighbor because they're going in their front door. And that's basically what we had in Falls Church. So, yeah, we have a pretty long commute. I always use the word we because I think of me and my wife as a unit, as one person, even though we're individuals. But we have a pretty long commute. It's tiring, but I would say it's worth it. So I want to put out there, and Bill, I want to tag you from Stony Creek Heritage Farm. If you if you don't commute off your property, how much traveling do you do, to be a non-off the property, farmer, homesteader, and is it worth it to you and your family, the travel you have to do? I also want to tag Dan at Home in the Sticks. I know what type of work Dapper Dan does. I want to tag you, Dan. How far do you have to commute back and forth to work? And is it worth it to you? And how much travel do you have to do to support your homestead? Getting feed for the chickens, getting supplies for the goats. Is it worth it to you? And the last channel that I want to tag is Joey from My Slice of Heaven Outdoors. Do you have to commute for work? How much do you do? And I'm tagging you, Joey, because you know what I'm going through from when you lived up in the DC area. So I'm going to tag those 3 channels. Do you commute for work? Is it worth it? If you don't commute for work, how much less travel do you have to do to travel off your property to support your homestead? So Bill from Stony Creek Heritage Farm, Dan from Home in the Sticks, and Joey from My Slice of Heaven Outdoors. Let's see if we can get a discussion about that, because people think it's great to be on your homestead full time. Some people, income-wise, like me, it's a benefit to have that extra income coming in to support your homestead, which I enjoy that. I would love to be on my homestead full time, but it is what it is. Like Grandma Sapper used to say, it bees that way sometimes, son. So hopefully you guys will jump in on the tag. If anybody else is listening and wants to participate, feel free. Hint, hint, Jim and Jessica, Green Dream Project. Hint, hint, Mr. Director, Louisiana Garden Family. I can never get that right, but if anybody else wants to, chat about their situation, we'd be glad to hear about it. So I'm getting closer to home. I'm going to not bore anybody else with my commuter chat, and I'm going to enjoy this nice, peaceful stop and go traffic, which I'm about to be in the stop portion of it again. So as always, God bless our great country, America. God bless you wherever you reside around the world. God bless your garden, your homestead, your allotment to have bountiful harvest, your kitchen to provide you wonderful meals, and your family to have health, success, prosperity, and happiness. So take care, everyone. This is Rob, the Sapper Gardener, representing Essayons Family Garden. Sapper out.